what's up? Hope you're having a fantastic day. Welcome back to another video. If you're new around here, I'm Ben Roland and my channel's all about live loop and upload 3 videos just like this one every single week. So if that's something you're interested in, consider subscribing. Now in today's video, I want to take a look at the top 5 announcements from NAMM 2020. So NAMM is about halfway done at this point. It's about to conclude tomorrow on Sunday. So I thought I'd do a little bit of a roundup video of some of the best announcements from the exhibition so far. Now, I would love to go to NAMM one day. If you were ever lucky enough to visit NAMM, please let me know in the comment section down below. But if you were ever to go, which would be the first booth you would go to? I think I would go straight to the Boss and Roland booth and hope they had a brand new loop pedal to check out. So number 5 is the brand new keyboard from Roland, the A88 Mark II, one of the first ever keyboards to be running MIDI 2.0. And I think this is really exciting because the previous version of MIDI only allows you to run 16 channels, whereas MIDI 2.0 allows you to run 256. So this is going to allow for better quality syncing, more accurate timing, and because it's running at a higher bit rate, it is going to reduce latency. Now on the keyboard, there's loads of things you would expect from your standard MIDI keyboard in 2020. You can have reprogrammable switches, knobs, and arpeggiators, all that cool stuff. But there's also Roland's brand new hammer-weighted technology in the key bed. So it's going to play like an absolute dream. So if you're looking at buying a keyboard in 2020, don't buy a cheap thing like this behind me. Pick yourself up a Roland A88 Mark II and future-proof your setup. So number 4 is for all of you drummers out there. It's a 1960s drum kit reissue by Vox. It's called the Vox Telstar, and it has a misshapen kick drum. So it's kind of like an oval shape meets a cylinder, and it's a bit of a peculiar shape. But the interesting thing people were saying about this is you can put the kick drum bang in the middle for a big sounding kick drum, your more traditional sound. But then you can move it over to the left where the kick drum becomes more narrow and it narrows down by the curve, and you get a tighter sounding kick drum, which is more perfect for jazz and things like that. And it means the kit's quite versatile for catering it for different room sizes, different types of playing and genres, etc. So the Vox Telstar, I think it looks quite cool. Now at number 3 is what the manufacturers themselves are calling the most powerful floor modeler on the entire planet. It is the Neural Quad Cortex. Now, being a Kemper user, I love this type of technology, all this modeling for guitars where you plug it in, you have 1,000,000 amps of all the famous and your favorite amps in the entire world. You've got stomp boxes, you've got reverbs and delays that are going to be coming when the unit is finally released. But the coolest thing about this is it has a touchscreen and you can load in all of the VST plugins that they have out that you can usually use on the computer in your favorite DAW like Logic and Ableton, etc. But you're going to be able to load these on to the unit itself. So it's going to have some awesome customizable tones and things like that. But most importantly, the way they've designed the pedal, you have your standard sort of stomp box and you have your switches for turning the pedals on and off, just like on your Kemper foot remote. But they've made these switches so they turn, and then they control like tone, drive, loads of different options that are on the touchscreen. You can control them with the actual stomp box pedal. And then when you exit out editing mode, it just comes back to a normal stomp box pedal. So I think that's just genius on actually allocating the space and economically using it and keeping it as small as possible. So number 2 is another product by Roland. It is the Roland Go Live. Now I think this is quite interesting. It's orientated around people who want to live stream, whether that be you're like a Twitch gamer, you're doing some gaming, or you're doing like product unboxings and product reviews and tutorials, and you want to do like a multi-camera live stream and you can switch between all the cameras and things like that. Now, although it looks like Roland are trying to target a different audience than their standard musicians, trying to trial out that sort of content creator market, it still can be utilized by musicians. So for example, you're playing a gig, you can hook up a couple of your band's iPhones to the Roland Go Live, and then you can just have your mate sat at the side, switching between the cameras while you live stream to your Facebook band page, Instagram, YouTube. So I think it can still be utilized by musicians in an interesting way, but also it allows the content creators to trial it out as well. So at number 1 is the Slash range by Gibson. This is super exciting. There's 6 guitars that are going to be released all orientated around the rock legend that is Slash from Guns N' Roses. Now, to be honest, I think these are quite reasonably priced considering their artist signature model. Like, obviously, the last Slash guitar that came out, which was the double neck, was £10,000. So that was pretty extortionate, whereas like a standard Gibson double neck is about £4,000, which is still pretty expensive. But these guitars start at £2,599, which I think is pretty decent for a Gibson Les Paul, and even the Gibson Slash acoustics are $299. So I think they've really nailed it on the pricing, considering it's got Slash's name tag on there. And also, there's a little bit of a bonus for all of you that buy them. They come pre-fitted with strap locks on, so you're going to save yourself $5.99. Thanks so much for watching. I hope you thoroughly enjoyed the video. If you did, please consider leaving me a like and a subscribe. My channel's all about live looping, product reviews, and also tutorials. I upload 3 videos a week, every Tuesday, Thursday, and now Saturdays. You can find me online at benrolandsmusic.com. If you want to learn more about live looping, check out this video here, and I'll see you in the next one.